Okay, back again after I finished up mowing. I've been sitting here staring at these today. I really think I want to clean these up and use these in this tiny house we're building now. We were going to put French doors on it anyway, but these are beautiful. They're out of an old house from the 1920s. So I think I want to use them. And the kids didn't pick up the things they're supposed to. I gotta go get them, tell them to get the stuff around the tree. The bag that blew in with the blackberries. Oops, almost ran into the apple tree. Oh, I gotta prune these apple trees. And there's another, well no, that's apple tree, that's peach tree. Oops. Peach, apple, pear. Anyways, they all need pruned. He's still working. I mowed. Hey Dust, how's it going? Hey Bobo, are you down here helping him? Oh, look at that, almost done. Got it all the way across. He's getting the last piece in. Then we're gonna head to Menards and get the stuffing. Look at that. All the way, it's all done. Oh, isn't that awesome? Oh, I'm excited about that. So, we got all our wood here for the walls and the roof. We've got the charcoal tin that I want to put on the roof. That'll look good. This is so awesome. He's still under there working. Let's see if we can peek at him. I can't see him. He's back in there. Hey, Dust. You're way under there. It's looking great, babe. So, he worked on that today to finish that up, and I mowed. Let's go this way and see if you can see from this side. I'm not going to hop over that, but you can kind of see where, well, you can see where that chair's laying by the tree. You can see that all the grass is down over there. I'll walk around so you can see from the back side. Have this camper up by the highway. So, I didn't realize this camper was as big as it was when we went to buy it. Oh, I think it's like 37 feet long. Crazy. So I gotta go up here because this was trenched. Well, I don't want to fall in that ditch. There's a great big ditch. I don't know if you can see where it dips down, but there's a ditch that goes up along the road where we trenched to put in the water lines to the other tiny house. There's the water meter right there, right by this telephone pole. So we will go from here right over to there. So from that tiny house, we'll trench right under the road here. Who cares? We could always put it back, but right to here. So not a long ways to trench for that. And now you can see today, this is all down. Yesterday, this was up over my head. Well, just a little bit ago, it was up over my head. I'll show you down here by the asparagus patch. It's still pretty tall because I haven't cleaned out in there. I'm going to have to do that by hand. But I mowed all this down today. You can even see the fence where I grow my peas and cucumbers. You couldn't see this yesterday. So that's done. So that'll be on that side. Our tiny house is way down the hill down there. There you can see it. The sun's going down again. Because I had to get all this done before the sun went down to show you. So all of this whole area, let's go down here to the asparagus patch. You can see how tall it was. All of this that I'm walking on right now, this ground, all of this was really super tall over my head. It was dirty and gross. Like right here, I'm standing. You can see how tall those are. They're like, I don't know, 12 foot tall or more. So that's how tall all the grass and weeds and twigs were. But you can see in here, Like this stuff I'm going to have to cut out by hand because right in here it's mixed in. It grew in my asparagus patch. Here's the fronds of the asparagus. They're all over. And so I didn't mow that down. I left that. That whole patch right there is still tall. So you can tell there's one crappy tall patch. And I mowed all the way down to the creek bed. I see stuff the girl's going to have to go get. Stuff blows a lot. It's crazy. But yeah, this is where my garlic patch is. There's a wild garlic patch in here. This whole area is covered every spring in garlic. It's so awesome. And you still can't see the creek bed. But the creek, that house you see back in those trees, that's pretty far. That's clear across the creek over there. It's not close at all by any means. So you can see up at the highway, that mailbox over there, that's clear on the other side of the creek. So that's the neighbors. Their land goes on the other side of the creek. My property goes to the other side of the creek and then all the way back. All the way down to, well, clear up to the next, as far as you can see that sunset back there. Our property goes clear up over that horizon that you can see. So it's really far. I couldn't even guess how many feet or anything like that, but 30 acres ain't a whole lot, but it's still a lot when you gotta mow it all. It's pretty crazy. But all in here is where I normally do my garden, my regular garden every year. This whole area is where we do the garden. And that's that right there, just that big area that you see tall still, that's the asparagus only. But this whole area down here, clear past that walnut tree, all down here along the creek. Let's walk, I'll show you the creek bed. I know you'll be able to see it, I think, if it's not too dark yet. So I'm gonna have him come cut this tree that fell so we can have some more firewood. He does that when we got a down tree, he'll cut it up and we'll have it for firewood. It's great. So I don't know if you can see down in there to see the creek. I think they kind of can. It was lighter in the day. There you go. You see that water right there. It's covered in leaves, and the creek's real low right now. But it runs clear down the south side of our property, way back over those hills. And then it cuts about halfway down our property. It cuts back across our property to the north. And then it heads on out, heading west again, and exits the property on the north side. So the creek runs 3 lengths of our property. Oh, hush. Neighbor's dog. He's pain. But these trees are awesome. I love these trees, and I love this time of year, but it is prettier in the spring. But the fall's awesome too. Anyway, so clear. Let's see. There's the asparagus patch over there. So I start about there. That telephone pole. And then across you can see where the fence is for the cucumbers and peas. So that whole area clear down. There's where the garlic grows. And down here's where I plant, all in here. And all the way back down to this walnut tree. I usually stop before the walnut tree because I don't want its roots getting towards the garden. So I cut it off about here. And this is, right in here is where all my good compost is. You see that dirt is like good and black. This is like the best. Look at this dirt. This is the compost dirt I put down. Like, isn't that awesome? That's like so good. So my whole garden's covered in that. And I had to cut all this grass to even get to I left a wheelbarrow and a bunch of tools down here, shovels and rakes and stuff in the wheelbarrow. The house, you can see it from here. That's our big house there. Let's see. The van and the little garden shed's going to be brought down here. And this whole area here is just for, I mean, I'll probably fence this for the garden area. But if I walk this way, you might be able to see still with the sun going down over there. The light will brighten it up, but the track is way down there. That little score tower way down there, that's in a whole nother field. And there's the other, our little tiny mansion, as I call it, along the south side of this creek line. There's our tiny mansion, and then the very far lower field is where that score tower is, and the racetrack is where you see all those trees on that horizon. It's all back in there. And then it goes forever, ever, and our barn is way over there on the north side. And then it goes, the land goes to the north past the barn quite a ways to the next farm field. So that's a lot of land. It's a lot to keep up with. So, well, look, you can see how tall this is here. I didn't mow this. Look how tall these are. They're like way over my head. I don't know if you could tell or not, but see how they're taller than the van. I had to mow all this down in this whole area, like down here, this whole garden area. You can see where I mowed. You can see, this is what I did today. I mowed along this fence line where you could still see tall ones here in front of us. I mowed along that, clear down, didn't go all the way to the tree line because of the compost piles. But you can see, if you look at the grassy looking area, you can see just how much area was so tall. Clear up to the highway over there. All of this, clear back, that other wood chip compost pile, and then the camper that sits in the driveway. So all of this area I mowed down today. It was all of this was over my head. This whole area was so tall. Oh my gosh. So I did it. I said I was going to do that today and do another update video, and I did it. It's all done. I should pick up that chair and take that up by the camper. Hi. Bobo's coming to see me. This one's covered in leaves and gunk. Ow. Okay. Yuck. Filled with yuck. So, there we go. I'll have to hose it off, but I could take that up by the camper. Where's Bobo? There you are. Hi, boy. Hi. Did you come to see me? You're such a good boy. Hi. Hi. Come here. Hi. Yes, I love you. Tell Teresa hi. Say hi, Teresa. Hi. Did you come to help Mama, huh? He's such a good dog. He's the best dog ever. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go by the campers. Let's go take Megan an extra chair. Come on. We'll take this chair with us, and we will walk back around the whole garden. There's the compost piles. Hey, Dust. How's it going? Everyone thinks I'm crazy for wanting that little tiny house so close to my house, but I like it right there. It's a perfect spot for it because it's easy access to all the water lines and the power lines right here at the front of the property. And it overlooks the garden. Like, once the campers moved, this little house will have a perfect view of all the garden over here. And in the spring, all those trees fill in. You can't even see beyond that side of the property line at all. So it's so pretty. And yes, it's pretty at night. Oh, and there's now you can see better the greenhouse on the back of the house that I was trying to show earlier. And the two garages that are next to the house, those metal buildings, and the tiny I call it. So I gotta walk up here and be careful so I don't fall in that ditch. I have to go out around the ditch there we go. Once I'm past the water meter, then I know I'm good. So the wind is blowing. It's getting dark, but you're getting to see the whole length of the front of the property. Tomorrow, maybe I'll have to take you on a ride to the back of the property and around the pond and the pond dam and